My parents told me I contributed nothing. They realized my worth when their world collapsed without me. My father looked me dead in the eyes and said I was a burden who contributed nothing, while he was literally wearing a watch I bought him and sitting in a house I paid for. He didn't realize that I wasn't just his daughter, I was his entire life support system. So I decided to pull the plug. For 3 years I played the invisible ATM. I paid the mortgage, the utilities, my brother's private tuition, and even my mom's weekly spa days. But because I worked from a laptop in my room, they thought I was just playing games and doing nothing. One night at dinner, my dad snapped because I forgot to buy his favorite wine. He told me to pack my bags and leave since I was eating their food for free. I didn't argue. I didn't even cry. I just smiled, packed one suitcase, and walked out that night. The second day, my mom called screaming because her credit card declined at the salon. Blocked. End of the week, they sent me angry texts asking why the Wi-Fi was down. I didn't reply. By the end of the month, the mysterious direct deposits into their bank accounts stopped. See, I hadn't just been giving them cash, every single bill and the mortgage under my name. When I left, I didn't just move out, I declined each and every payment of the things they owned, their cars and their lifestyle. Then their mortgage fell off. The owner messaged me about the payment I declined. 2 months later, my dad gets a knock on the door. It wasn't me coming home to apologize, it was an eviction notice and a for sale sign. I showed up on moving day, not in my old beat-up car, but in a black SUV. My dad ran up to me, face red, yelling that I needed to fix this mistake. I looked at him and said, I thought I contributed nothing. If I'm nothing, then this house, those cars, and your retirement fund must have appeared by magic. I handed him a single $20 bill and told him it was for the free food I ate. After they were evicted, they spent weeks scrambling. My brother, who used to scoff at my easy laptop job, was now working 2 minimum wage jobs just to keep the lights on in their tiny new apartment. My mom, who once bragged about her weekly spa treatments, was now frantically trying to sell her designer handbags online. And my dad, the man who called me a burden, now looked utterly broken, sitting in a threadbare armchair staring at an empty wall. One afternoon, my phone rang. It was my brother. He wasn't angry this time, just exhausted. He started listing off all the things I used to handle, the property taxes, the car insurance, even his tuition fees. We never saw it, sis, he choked out. We just thought it happened. He finally understood that nothing I contributed was actually everything. Then came the tearful messages. My mom, through sobs, left a voicemail saying she missed my cooking, my quiet presence, even the way I organized the pantry. My dad's message was even harder to listen to. His voice cracked as he admitted he'd been wrong, that he was ashamed, and that he regretted every harsh word. He said he finally saw my worth not just as his daughter but as the foundation of their entire life. He begged me to come home. They eventually found out where I was living, a beautiful apartment in the city, paid for with the money I'd quietly saved from my nothing job. They showed up unannounced, standing on my doorstep looking like ghosts of their former selves. My mom's eyes were swollen, my dad's shoulders slumped. They pleaded me to come back, promising they'd change. I looked at them, these people who had taken everything I gave and gave nothing in return but contempt. I saw their tears, their regret, and their desperation, but all I felt was emptiness. I calmly told them, you taught me a valuable lesson. Some people only appreciate you when you're gone, and I'm gone for good. Then I closed the door. They finally realized my importance, but by then, I had already learned theirs was none to me.